What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I got another video in our 2021 NBA Draft Player Comparison Series. Today I'm going to be looking at Jalen Suggs and Scottie Barnes. I think these are two players who have the potential to go in the top 5. I think Jalen Suggs is pretty much a lock to be a top 5 pick. I think Scottie Barnes has the potential to sneak into the top 5. I think he could pass someone like Jonathan Kuminga, and I've even seen people say that he could potentially go number 4 to the Raptors. I've seen that's a lot of spots where Jalen Suggs has been mocked to. Scottie Barnes could potentially, slide into that spot. And so I think it's a good comparison. Take a look at their two games, how they compare, and just kind of, what their games will look like at the NBA level. So let's get into it. So I'll start first on the offensive side of the ball, and I'll start with Scottie Barnes. And so Scottie Barnes is a player who I really like. I think he's underrated, and I think he's got, the potential to be one of the better players in this year's draft class. He's a 6'8" wing / point guard. I believe at Florida State he was listed as a point guard. He has a lot of those characteristics where he can, handle the ball, make plays for others. He sees the floor really well, and he's just kind of seems like a natural leader type player. I think in the NBA he'll play kind of a Draymond Green type role where he can definitely grab a rebound, bring it up the floor, initiate the offense that way. I think that, they can in the half court put him in short roll situations, let him still initiate the offense there, but I think he'll always kind of be on the floor with another guard that can handle the ball. I don't think he's going to be, strictly a full-time point guard. I just don't think that's kind of going to be his role in the league, but he definitely has a lot of those characteristics, and it gives him a lot of upside at 6'8" with that ball handling and versatility on the offensive side of the ball. Now, in terms of his skill set or scoring the ball, he's working as a shot creator. I don't think he's going to be ever a go-to scorer type guy, but what I really like about Scottie's game is that he's not afraid to use his height and his physical tools to his advantage, whether it's posting up smaller guards, keeping them on his hip, just doing all the little things really that bigger guards do, and he plays like that. He's not 6'8" and plays like he's 6'3". He plays like a 6'8" guard, and so I really like that. Not afraid, like I said, to post up, take advantage of smaller guards and put them in bad situations. His jump shot is definitely a work in progress and something that could ultimately hold him back if it never really develops. He's going to have to improve his jump shot, make people respect it, and at least be able to knock down the 3 ball at a solid clip. And so that's really the big thing with his game right now is his jump shot. If he develops a jump shot, it could be really scary offensively because he's got the physical tools and the versatility to do a lot of different things on that end of the floor. And so really the jump shot is the big question mark to me. And if he can develop that, then I think kind of the sky is the limit for him offensively. So moving over to Jalen Suggs. Now Jalen Suggs is a 6'4" point guard who is really physical for that position as well. I think that's kind of a similarity between him and Scottie Barnes, is they're both really physical players. Obviously, we know the background of Jalen Suggs being a football player in high school. Could have, went and played college football. And I think that's kind of the way he plays the point guard position. He's, really physical, loves to get downhill, is a good athlete, can get to the hoop, and not so much is the type to dunk on your center type athleticism, but he's got the athleticism and the physicality to take contact and finish through it. And I just think offensively he's best getting downhill and getting into the lane and creating for others in that way. In terms of how he plays the point guard position, he's just a really solid player at really everything. He's not flashy with a ton of things. He's got a good handle of the ball. It's not anything crazy. It's not Kyrie like, but he's got a good handle. He's able to run pick and rolls. He's able to make the reads out of there, whether it's pocket passes, skips to the corner, things like that. He can make those reads. Again, nothing too flashy with his game there. It's just he knows how to play the position and he knows how to make others better. And that's what I really liked about his game at Gonzaga. He played his role. He knew, what he had to do, and he never tried to do too much with it. And so he just made winning plays, and I think that's going to be something that translates to the NBA. Now, in terms of his ability to score the ball, I think he's going to be good at it at the NBA level. I don't think he's ever going to be, a Dame Lillard type scorer with the basketball, anything like that. But he's able to, score in different ways. His jump shot is definitely something that's going to have to be, worked on or improved on. Now his form looks good, but he only shot like 33% at Gonzaga, and so it's something you would expect to improve at the NBA level. But I've heard things, from Gonzaga or whatever in podcasts and stuff like that, where people from the program said that he just wasn't a shooter, that he didn't have that natural touch that a lot of shooters have. And so maybe, that's something that can't really be improved. Maybe he's going to hang around that 33 to 35% and never probably get to that 40% that his, shooting form, looks like it could get to. And so, the same thing that I said with Scottie Barnes, Jalen Suggs will have to develop that jump shot if he really wants to take his offensive game to that next level. So moving over to the defensive side of the ball, I think this is the side of the ball where both these players can really become elite at. Starting with Scottie Barnes, he's got the two things that you really want out of a defender. He's got the physical tools, and he competes, and he wants to, be a great defender. And so the physical tools, he's 6'8", got long arms, has the foot speed to, contain guards, as well as the ability to switch on bigs, sometimes the 4, even sometimes probably in today's NBA the 5 spot, and hold his own against those players. And so again, that's what everyone wants in today's NBA, is the ability to switch everything, and Scottie Barnes offers that. And the other thing that he has is that he competes. Scottie Barnes is, seems like an insane competitor. He takes on those challenges. He wants to, be the guy that comes out on top, and I think that's going to translate to him just being, a great defensive player. And I think he has, all NBA type potential on that end of the floor, because he's just, like I said, so versatile, and he wants it. And so those are the two things you want out of a defender, and Scottie Barnes has that. Now, going over to Jalen Suggs, I think he has, those two things that, Scottie Barnes has as well. He just doesn't offer the same kind of, positional versatility that Scottie Barnes does. Obviously at 6'4", 210 pounds or whatever Jalen Suggs is, he's, physically built to guard, point guards. And I think he can, guard some 2 guards. He's a little undersized at that spot. But I think, either guard spot, he could be able to take on that challenge and guard them. And like I said, the same thing with Scottie Barnes is Jalen Suggs competes. He gives it his all on that end of the floor. He plays, basketball kind of like a football player, in that he's not afraid to get up into you. He makes you uncomfortable, and he's willing to do a lot of the little things that, some players aren't willing to do, whether it's, take charges, get in passing lanes, pick up a guy 94 feet. He does things like that. And so I think that is going to make him one of the better, defenders at the point guard position. And I think that if he focuses on that end of the floor, he also has the potential to be, a all NBA, type defender at the guard spot. And so, both players, huge potential on the defensive side of the ball. And I think they're both, be really good at that. So overall, I like both these prospects. I think they both have, really good shot at being, really good NBA players, potential all-star type players. For Jalen Suggs, I see him as like a Kyle Lowry type player. Probably not a true number 1 on a team, but a leader, someone who does all the little things, makes the little plays, and can be a championship level point guard. I think that's kind of the mold that Jalen Suggs is in. Scottie Barnes, I think, I don't have a direct comparison for him, but he's just so versatile. He fits everything you want in today's NBA, and he can do a lot of things on both ends of the floor. And so I think that makes him a great prospect, and I hope he goes to a place, where he can develop and really expand his game and, reach his full potential. So I think both have, high ceilings. I think they both can be good NBA players. Let me know where you want to see them, get drafted to. Where do you think the best fits are for them, and who do you think's better? Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later.